Hello and welcome to a new episode of Bahraini Dishes cooking show. My name is Chef Ali Yousif and today I'm gonna make one of everyone's favorite salunat laham, which is mutton curry. It's very famous and every Bahraini's house favorite dish actually, day and night. You can have it anytime you want. You could have it with rice, you could have it with bread, you can have it just spoon. It's an amazing dish, trust me when I said that. And to prepare that, we have only mutton, and I've got onions, garlic, tomato paste. I got beautiful bunch of vegetables. You can add more, you can add less. It depends on your favorite vegetables you've got. I got potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes, zucchini, okra, ladyfinger they call it, and I've got green peas or green beans, and I've got whole spices, lemon, black pepper, cloves, cinnamon, and bay leaves. It's beautiful. It goes with everywhere actually. And I have also salt, and we'll go through the spices later as we go. Let's put this heat on and let's get this started with. To start off with, I always start with the onion. Let me break the routine and put the spices first. Bay leaves, cinnamon, cloves, black pepper, black lemon, cardamom. We're done. Right. Then followed by onions, red onions. It's a very easy dish. It has vegetables, it has meat, it has a lot in it. It's a whole meal actually. And as I mentioned earlier, you can have it with or without rice, with the bread, and it can be with whatever makes you happy. But do not go wrong with the recipe actually. Stick to the recipe, similar ingredients to keep the same taste if you want to cook something else similar to it. But to cook a same curry with different meat, like example with seafood or chicken, you can do the same ingredients. It's just has to add seafood spices are different, the chicken spices are different, and the meat and the mutton is different, and the beef is different. So you've got to only change the spices of whatever meat you're using. Poultry is different, red meat is different, white meat is different. Remember that. Let's mix it more. Let me add the garlic in there. Garlic could be smashed, it could be chopped fine, it could be sliced as it is, or it could be even blended in a food processor or something. And keep mixing it. Here, you don't want to burn the onions or everything in here because poor onion going to go through a long process today in the curry. Going to add the meat on top of it before we burn everything. Right? I'm going to mix it. Make sure everything mixed together. Make sure all the onions get surrounded by the meat. Right? To make it more, just I'm going to throw some salt and pepper there to make it go smoothly. Right? This salt and pepper. I'll tell you why. Because in a bit I'm going to add the water, and then we will leave it. This can be done from the morning until evening actually. Depends on what meat you use, what kind of recipe you have started with. And here comes the longer process goes, the more tender beef you can get, or mutton. With seafood and chicken, less time. Going to add water. You don't go full all the way, because just level it. Right, let's close it there. We'll leave it for at least 40 to 45 minutes. And then from there, we'll take it to the next level. Stay with us. See you in a bit. Welcome back to our Salonat Lahm. And I think we're almost there. It has tender enough. It's been there for the last 45 minutes. Now I'm going to put the heat higher once again, because I was bringing it down. Now I'm going to add a little bit more water. Not a lot, just a little bit. And now here you have your vegetables now, okay? Before I go for the vegetables, okay, let me introduce you to my spices to this salona, right? Okay, let's start with a little bit of black pepper. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then followed by turmeric. Not a lot, just half tablespoon. And then you have red chili powder, half spoon. Important, Bahraini Dishes, 1 tablespoon. Cumin, half tablespoon. Then you've got coriander powder, half tablespoon, followed by garlic, half tablespoon. We mix it. Now you have the real curry look now. Now I'm going to add tomato paste, around 4 to 5 tablespoons. We mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. All right. I can see the meat is getting out of the bone. That's very tender, right? Now, I'm going to add the hardest vegetables now. Now we're starting with carrots because it's hard. So you get it first so it gets tender and soft, followed by sweet potatoes, then potatoes. We'll let it there and let it boil once again. And then once the color gets darker, we get back to it. So we can add the rest of the vegetables, because we cannot put all of them now, because if I put them all together, something else will get melted, and then we don't have vegetables, right? We close it for at least 5 to 10 minutes. We get back to you shortly. Welcome back to our saluna. Now it's boiled. Now we need to add the rest of the vegetables. With the potatoes and the other vegetables, they're almost done. But before they get done, we need to put the rest of the other vegetables so we can get it all done together. Starting with okra. This will give you thick saluna actually. And beans and cauliflower and zucchini. Right, we mix them all together and as you see, all are mixed all together. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of water. And then I'll just close it for another at least 10 to 15 minutes. And then from there, our saluna is ready. And mind you, as I mentioned at the beginning of our episode, I told you that the longer it stays, the more tender you get, the meat, right? We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes so we can plate the rest of it. Welcome back, and we are here. Now, I could tell what I can make it better with. Right, now about to add the salt. I haven't put it earlier. Why? Because I don't want the meat will get really hard. So we add it now, so we get the taste now out of it. And I'm adding a little bit of parsley to give it a taste a little bit. And by the way, our curry is ready. As I said, you can leave it more, you can leave it less, but the minimum time of cooking is 1.5 to 2 hours. So, but the longer you go, the better it gets. Now everything is cooked. Vegetables, meat, everything. It. And that's our saluna. It's ready. Let's garnish it a little bit. I hope you like our saluna. Salunat laham, mutton curry, and that will be served either with white rice or bread, or you just want to spoon it, would be fine. Welcome back, and now we have done with our main dish. Now we're going to our side dish, which is sweet and nice. Let me tell you about it. It's called Rahash. Rahash is it's all about sesame seeds blended, and I have we call it harda actually, or tahina, and then I have powdered milk, and I have icing sugar, which is sugar powder, and I have pistachios. Right, this is very simple and easy. I'll put the milk and the sugar, and then I'll mix them together. I'd rather to use my hand. People can use spoon or spatula or whatever makes them happy. But make sure you mix them really good and it won't stuck. And this dish is, it's always served at tea time, after a meal, after. It's a sweet. It's served with our Arabic coffee, hashtag qahwa. Then now I think it's mixed enough, as you see it. Right, now, don't tell me this is not enough for that. Going to add it there. Right, that should be enough. So 1 cup of each. Easy, simple. Right, now we mix it. You might see it looks different and hard, but don't worry, the sesame seeds going to bring the oil out while we are mixing. So trust me, it's enough. And don't worry if you think it's not enough, it will be enough. The sesame seeds mix or blend, it will take out the oil out sooner or later. Keep mixing it. And this is very famous in Bahrain, by the way. You can buy it any time of the year, any time of the season, not season. You can find it in the pastry shops in Bahrain, especially in Manama and Muharrak. Make sure you mix it really good. No rush, take it easy, slowly, but make sure it's mixed. That's the most important part. Make sure it's all mixed. This is just in case you don't have time to go and buy it, just make it at home quickly. But it will take time to serve it. So preferably you make it in the night to have it next day. So let it overnight in the fridge, be nice. And then you have it ready. I got this tiny, nice container. What I'm gonna do, I'll put some pistachios in the bottom of this container, and be generous. Don't be stingy. And if you have a lot of amount, you can use spoon or whatever it is. And here, just going to place it, right? And push it all the way down. And you can also mix it with these pistachios all the way in and out, no problem. Now I'm going to top it with pistachios. You can put also shredded pistachios, just gives you more flavor, no problem. Now we seal it. And this goes in the fridge for at least 7 hours. Get cold, and then from there you can serve it. We'll take it out and cut it. That was it for today's episode. I hope you like our Rahash. It's very local, very traditional. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.